Last beer. This is our last video, and we got an interesting one. Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger actually sat down. I'm not sure if it was an interview or a conference or anything like that, but they essentially got together and they talked about their plans, their 100-year plan for Berkshire Hathaway, which is very interesting. Warren Buffett is known as the greatest investor of possibly all time. So to see his outlook after, post his life and really all of our lives, 100 years, some of y'all may make it to 100. I hope you do. But it'll be very interesting to kind of see what they have to say, what kind of, what they're thinking about the future. And just, to me, we a lot of times here we think about fast money. A lot of people like to think about day trading, crypto, that kind of whole fast money thing. But what I feel like what good investors are they're not looking to trade, they're looking to invest. So this is one of the greatest people that we can learn from. And not only seeing, okay, he doesn't have a 30-year investment plan, like you should probably have right now. I definitely do. And everything like that. It's interesting to see what his 100-year plan would be for Berkshire Hathaway. So let's go ahead and get into this video, guys. I'm not going to hold you up. And let's just kind of see what they're talking about, what they got to say and everything like that. Obviously, here's Warren Buffett right here. Looking good. They're looking good in their age, they're looking good. They got those old man suits on. They don't care about none of that. But let's just kind of see what they what their vision is. Their 100-year vision. There's gonna be an ad. We can watch me dance for a little bit while I drink this beer. Excuse me. Y'all see a chest work? All right. Let's get to it.
26, in your tribute to Benjamin Graham, you wrote, Walter Lippmann spoke of men who plant trees that other men will sit under. Ben Graham was such a man. You're both such people. Could you share with us your 100-year vision for Berkshire? It's a question to you both.
Yeah, I would like to add one thing about Ben Graham. Ben Graham did all kinds of things for me, and he never expected one thing in return. I mean, just, you name it, and he did it, and there wasn't any hidden,
Come on.
a hint, I should say, of anything he expected.
Let's give this some buffer time. Sheesh. Let that buffer a little bit. Give it a few seconds. This is really interesting to see. Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger speaking about the future of their company. It's going to be really interesting to see what Berkshire Hathaway has, 50 years down the line. These guys they've been bulls. They've been bulls, not necessarily, stock market bulls, but essentially stock market bulls, Wall Street bulls. So this is real interesting to see.
Return.
This is like history.
I checked. He wrote a book in 1949 that, in a sense, said to me in
Is that the
very
Intelligent
persuasive
Investor?
terms that what I'd been spending the previous 8 or 9 years working at and loving was all wrong. And that book has been, I check it every now and then on Amazon to where it ranks. And, Amazon ranks hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of books by sales. And Ben Graham's book has been up there like number 300 or 350 or something like that forever. And there isn't any book like it. I wrote HarperCollins a note the other day because they're bringing out another edition. And I asked them how many copies have been sold, and they said the records didn't go back far enough, but they had 7.3 million copies of this little book that changed my life, and continues to outsell every investment book. Investment books come along, and they're number 400 or 1,000 or something for a while, and then all of a sudden they're numbered 25,000 or 200,000. And And this book, you know, in how many areas can you find any book that has had that sustained position? You go back and look at number 1 in 1950 or number 2 or number 3, and you look at it in 51 and 52, they don't continue. I mean, they just don't continue. Cookbooks, maybe 1 or 2 of them last for a while, but there is nothing. And this book lives on, and everybody keeps bringing out new books and saying a lot of other things.
All right, come on.
But
Let's hear what's going on with Berkshire Hathaway.
This is what he said in 1949 in this relatively thin little book. So, our vision for Berkshire is exactly what we said today. We want it to be a company that is owned by its shareholders and behaves in a way that society is happy that it exists and not unhappy. And we will have unlimited capital. We'll get lots of talent. And we've got a base that can't be beat. And there's no reason why it can't be perpetuated, just like Ben's book, and maybe be an example to other people. And if so, we'll be very happy.
So we got to read the book now.
Yeah, one of the really interesting things about Ben Graham, he was a really gifted teacher, a very honorable profession, and that is what has lasted. However, an interesting fact that he was sheepish about in his old age was that more than half of all the investment return that Ben Graham made in his whole life came from one stock, one growth stock, Geico, Berkshire's subsidiary. And
Interesting.
he at the time he operated, there were a lot of sort of lousy companies that were too cheap, and you could make a little money floating from one to another. But the big money he made was one growth stock. Buying one undervalued great company is a
So it seems that right now they're really promoting, well, this is essentially, let me see.
very good thing, as Berkshire has found out again and again and again.
So there wasn't as much there as I really would have liked. I would have definitely have liked to see them dive a little bit deeper. I guess the lesson here that we can really get out of this is, one, you should probably read that book. I believe it's Graham's. It may not be The Intelligent Investor, but I'm definitely find that and let you guys know about that book. And if I haven't already read it, I've definitely read The Intelligent Investor. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to let you guys know about that and everything like that. But it was very interesting what he said at the end. He was saying there's a lot of whole little stocks that were cheap that you could kind of hop in, hop out. What does that remind you guys of? To me, that reminds me of that kind of whole day trading, that kind of whole, oh, is this crypto going to be hot? Yo, is this crypto going to be hot? Doing that trading as opposed to finding, like he said, an undervalued company that you can just grow with. There's a bug. The undervalued company that you can just grow with, you know what I'm saying, throughout possibly the rest of your life. And the way they're saying is that's where the real money is. So we can see possibly in the future their 100-year plan is obviously, like he said, they're going to hire good talent and everything like that. Man, it would be insane to work at Berkshire Hathaway. Let's just be real here. You know what I'm saying? And everything like that. But it seems like what they're really trying to focus on is, as opposed to, is stocks that are, one, undervalued, but essentially growth stocks is what it seems like they're looking for. Let me know what you guys think. Like, do you guys think Berkshire Hathaway will still be as strong even after these guys come? As he said, they talked about Graham and how he was a great teacher. I'm sure Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger have some great guys under him that are going to do some damage, you know, in the future, you know, once they leave the company and everything like that. But yeah, let me know what you guys learned from this. Let me know if there were some lessons that I possibly missed that we could get from this, some value that we could get from this. I definitely wish they had have dove a little bit deeper into it. But, you know, we can't really get into that. You know, one day I'm going to do something where, like, we watch, like, a full interview of these guys, or, you know, full interviews. And, you know, that'll just be the whole live stream where we just watch and just break down these full interviews that people do and everything like that. But, guys, I hope you have a great day. Thanks to everybody who tuned in the stream. definitely like, comment, and subscribe and everything like that. It helps the channel grow and shows me that you guys, appreciate these videos and that you really like what we got going on over here. So I hope you guys all have a great day. I hope you learned a lot today. We talked about a lot of topics. So I hope you guys all have a great time, and thanks for tuning in.